Have you ever found yourself in a room unsure of why you entered, or picked up your phone to check one thing, only to find yourself an hour later, lost in an endless scroll, the original purpose completely forgotten? You're not alone. This isn't a personal failing. It's a symptom of a much larger, invisible war being waged for your most valuable resource, your attention. In this hyper-connected world, we are drowning in information but starving for wisdom. We have access to everything, yet we feel empty. The constant stream of notifications, updates, and algorithmically fed content isn't just a distraction. It's a systematic dismantling of our ability to think deeply, remember clearly, and feel genuinely happy. Every ping, every swipe, every unpredictable reward trains our brains to crave novelty and shun depth. We are becoming masters of the superficial glance, but strangers to profound focus. Your attention is under attack. Think of your attention as a muscle that, without proper exercise, begins to atrophy. In the past, our minds were trained for sustained focus. We read books, held long conversations, and engaged in hobbies that required hours of uninterrupted concentration. This deep engagement wasn't just about productivity. It was the very soil in which memory, understanding, and personal fulfillment grew. When you immerse yourself in a single, challenging task, your brain enters a state of flow. This is where learning solidifies, where connections are made, where skills are honed. It's the state where we feel most alive, most capable, and most human. But the modern digital environment is designed to prevent this state. It is an architecture of interruption. Social media feeds, news aggregators, and entertainment platforms are built on a foundation of variable rewards, a psychological principle proven to be highly addictive. You pull the lever by refreshing the page, and you never know what you'll get. A funny video? An upsetting news story? A message from a friend? This unpredictability keeps you coming back, turning your conscious mind into a passenger and your impulses into the driver. Your brain, once capable of navigating the complex terrain of a novel or a difficult problem, is now being rewired to navigate a shallow, ever-shifting stream of digital confetti. The result is a persistent, low-grade anxiety, feeling that you're always missing out, always behind, and never quite present where you are. This cognitive fragmentation has devastating consequences. Our memory suffers because we no longer give our brains the time needed to encode information from short-term to long-term storage. We skim, we scan, but we rarely absorb. We mistake the flood of information for knowledge, but true knowledge requires contemplation, a process that is impossible when your focus is fractured into 1,000 tiny pieces every hour. The connections that form our memories become weak and brittle. We remember the meme we saw 2 minutes ago, but forget the details of a meaningful conversation from yesterday. True, lasting fulfillment doesn't come from passive consumption. It comes from creation, from contribution, from overcoming challenges through deliberate effort. It's the satisfaction a craftsman feels after hours of focused work, the joy a musician experiences when mastering a difficult piece, the pride a researcher feels after a breakthrough. These moments are the bedrock of a meaningful life, but they are all products of deep work, of sustained attention. When we lose our ability to focus, we lose our primary pathway to this kind of profound satisfaction. We are left with fleeting pleasures, the quick hits of dopamine from a like or a new video, which fade as quickly as they appear, leaving us emptier than before. We become spectators in our own lives, endlessly scrolling through the highlight reels of others while our own potential withers on the vine. You are not broken. You are being trained to be distracted. The systems we interact with every day are not neutral. They are engineered with a singular goal: to capture and hold your attention for as long as possible. Because in the new economy, attention is the real currency. Every second you spend on a platform is a resource that is harvested, analyzed, and sold. The cost of this transaction is not paid in dollars, but in your cognitive freedom, your peace of mind, and your ability to pursue what truly matters to you. We have been convinced that this constant connectivity is progress, that being available 24/7 is a virtue. But we must ask ourselves, what are we being connected to, and what is it disconnecting us from? It is disconnecting us from our own thoughts, from our loved ones sitting across the table, and from the quiet, internal world where our best ideas and truest selves reside. So how do we fight back in this invisible war? The answer is not to abandon technology and retreat from the world. The solution is to become a conscious and deliberate user of our own minds. The solution is to reclaim the art of deep work. Deep work is the practice of focusing without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It is a superpower in our increasingly distracted world. It begins with intention. It means consciously deciding what deserves your attention and fiercely protecting that time and space from the outside world. Start small. Designate specific periods of your day for focused work, free from all digital interruptions. Put your phone in another room. Close the unnecessary tabs. Create a ritual that signals to your brain that it's time to concentrate. This might feel uncomfortable at first. Your mind, accustomed to constant stimulation, will rebel. You will feel a phantom urge to check your phone, to open a new tab, to do anything other than the single task in front of you. This is the withdrawal. Acknowledge it, and gently guide your attention back. Each time you resist the urge to switch tasks, you are strengthening your focus muscle. You are rewiring your brain, one moment of deliberate attention at a time. Embrace boredom. Allow yourself to be still, without a screen to fill the silence. Let your mind wander. It is in these moments of apparent inactivity that our brains process information, make novel connections, and solve background problems. Boredom is not a void to be filled. It is a space to be cultivated. It is the precursor to creativity and insight. By scheduling solitude and embracing these quiet moments, you are giving your mind the room it needs to breathe and to think. Be ruthless in curating your information diet. Unfollow accounts that feed you outrage and anxiety. Unsubscribe from newsletters you never read. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Every piece of information you consume has a cognitive cost. Ask yourself, does this enrich my life? Does it help me achieve my goals? Does it make me a better person? If the answer is no, get rid of it. Replace passive, low-quality consumption with active, high-quality engagement. Instead of scrolling through 100 short videos, read one chapter of a good book. Instead of skimming headlines, read one long-form article on a topic that fascinates you. This is not a quick fix. It is a long, deliberate practice. It is a declaration of independence for your mind. By reclaiming your focus, you are not just becoming more productive. You are reclaiming your ability to learn, to create, to connect, and to live a life of depth and purpose. You are choosing to be the architect of your own mind, rather than allowing it to be shaped by forces that do not have your best interests at heart. The power to change is not in a new app or a productivity hack. It is in the conscious moment-to-moment decision of where you place your attention. This is the real work, and it is the most important work you will ever do. Take back your focus. Take back your life.